This is one of the funniest stories in a long time.
Story has had a lot of plot twists since it first broke, but meet Corey Harris. He went viral the other week for showing up to court in regards to a suspended license like this on Zoom.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just pulling into my doctor's office. That's not even driving.
So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
This is on the same level as the guy who got arrested for allegedly stealing someone's shirt. And he comes in to the courtroom wearing the shirt that he stole. Man, this is just too good.
So yes, he's driving. Why did he join? Why didn't he just wait to join?
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right.
I love how the judge is like, is this for real? Man, this is gonna be a great story to tell my buddies at the golf court. It's been a while.
Right now, at this second, yes, I am.
Why didn't you just join right there?
What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up to possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
Nah.
Okay. So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
He was just driving.
I love how he's no, this can't be that stupid, can it?
And he didn't have a license.
I love how he's just rechecking because this is just way too out of pocket stupidity.
Oh.
Is with the charges, Your Honor.
No, I'm looking at his record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Oops.
The silence is so loud here. What?
This is too good, yeah. I like how I think the judge is currently looking at him and just waiting until he says something. It kind of looks like he's just waiting. The judge is like completely, holy, how did this even happen? I mean, damn, how much lead tainted water has this guy drunk?
Hello?
Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
Why did you do that to yourself, man? Why?
I don't even know why he would do that. So, defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Ah, man, not this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Okay.
Court calls the case, People versus Maya Isom.
I mean, they couldn't have been that funnier if they hired actors to do exactly that. Like, that's Kino. That was amazing. At least when it comes into comedy. It sucks that he put himself in this situation. After that,
Nah, you reap what you sow, bish.
I wouldn't even be surprised if he drove himself to turn himself in. But the story had...
Well, to be honest, at this point, why wouldn't you? Why honestly would you not do that?
Had a plot twist after this video went viral, because allegedly this was an error, as you had a bunch of viral tweets saying man who went viral for driving on a suspended license was actually a victim of a clerical error and his suspension should have been lifted 2 years ago.
I heard about this, but then after I heard that this is false also. So I don't know what's happening, but it's hilarious.
Went on to the news station WXYZ and had this to say: with the type of ties that I have to the church and the community, it's very embarrassing. The article reads, his driver license was suspended in 2010 for unpaid child support, but a judge rescinded the suspension in January of 2022, the TV station said. However, the Michigan Secretary of State office never received a clearance from the Saginaw friend of the court, reported WXYZ, which tracked down the clerical error. This means that the lifting of the suspension never went into effect. In the video clip, Harris told Simpson that he was pulling into a parking lot at the doctor's office for an appointment. What was I thinking? I was thinking about getting my wife medical help, Harris told the news station. That's what I was thinking. Okay. But wait, he didn't give any indication that he was taking his wife to get medical help.
Wait. Since he owed child support and he didn't pay child support, and thus his license was revoked. Is this a new wife? Is this gonna be child support round 2? God, I hope it will be.
I feel like that would be very important context to add into court here. It was definitely not making him look good whatsoever. I wasn't thinking about the fact that I got a suspended license. I don't care about all that. Always double check behind these workers because they will say that they will do something and they don't do it, he added. Harris said he spent 2 days in jail following the hearing after turning himself in. Kyla Crane, deputy legal detective for the Michigan Secretary of State, told the station that the process to get a driver's license reinstated can be a complicated process. Sometimes it is simple as we at the
As everything in the government, baby.
Secretary of State's office did not get a clearance from the court that everything was done, but something happened in the wires, and we needed to talk to the court to get the clearance to clean up for the resident, Crane said. Okay, so that is interesting. So a bunch of news articles started essentially apologizing to the guy, saying, oh, we misreported this.
Why are they apologizing? Because he's black. Oh, dude, do you think this is like George Floyd #2 in the making? God, I hope so.
The first part of the story, that was
America deserves a new George Floyd.
Full story, but it might have been because there's yet another plot twist to this entire situation, because the judge dragged him back into court, this time in person, so not over Zoom. This is what he had to say about that.
To get through this as quick as I possibly can. But I will tell you, first of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication or misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based upon what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this great union.
Oh, so this is what happened. I did not know what the follow-up was after it's a double lie or double untruth.
He has never had a license.
Cool.
In point of fact, when they suspended his license, and what people don't understand, when they suspended his license in Saginaw, they don't suspend the license. They suspend the privilege to drive in this state. Hence, for example, if he had had a Kentucky license, he would be able to drive everywhere that Kentucky would allow him to drive. He just couldn't drive in Michigan because his privileges had been restricted. I know you know that, but that wasn't at all said. But it doesn't matter because he didn't have a license ever.
So he
I like the fucking ever. Dude, this judge is actually so good. This judge is like, he needs to be on TV, boy. Okay, this guy just has it. Okay, he's great. I absolutely love this. This judge is like, just fuck me, are people stupid? Oh my lord, this is just too much. Why do I have to explain life to you people?
From acting stupid to, oh, we owe him an apology, to how stupid can you be? This guy is literally stupid maxing. He shows up to court about a suspended driver's license driving, has the judge wait for him to park his own car, then I guess just lies to everyone claiming there was an error and he did in fact have a license. Thing in the courts, wouldn't it?
And by the way, this is just one more point for legacy media, the fact that they just don't even look at it. Oh, rando dude who doesn't pay child support says he has a license and this is just an error. I'm sorry. Let us apologize to you. Shit, if Obama was in charge, he would currently be giving a medal out to him, okay, for honor or something. Okay? Well, the reason why Biden's not doing that is he probably can't figure out what a medal looks like, and he would probably try to put the box around the guy's neck, and that would not work out well. But you get the point.
Investigate, but it gets so much worse.
That court and its friend of the court did nothing wrong. His license was, his driving privileges, better stated, were unsuspended in 2022. That required Mr. Harris to do something. He didn't do it. Therefore, the friend of the court was under no obligation to send anything to the Secretary of State.
Oh, because he would actually have to go out and get his license.
But when there's a question as to what I did, I'm going to look at everything to make sure that what I did was all in order. There's then an indication from that because that wasn't sent, there was a direct attack on Michigan's Department of Secretary of State's office, saying that the Secretary of State was somehow at fault.
It's really not a good idea to lie and say the U.S. government wronged you when you're actively in
I mean, it's a pretty good idea in general to do that.
court against them. It's not like they wouldn't investigate. Like, this whole situation just doesn't make sense. I think this has to be the most laughably stupid thing I've covered in years. This is just pure comedic gold without even trying to be comedic gold.
The other part of this is this stop was in October. Most of the cases that we've heard just in this last afternoon are driving while license suspended cases. That's part of my Wednesday afternoon.
Lucky guy.
Great pains to try to get people their licenses back, which is really how it should happen. Between October and because I don't live under a rock, I actually watch things. You look very nice on TV.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There was something that was said
Chad.
that was very disturbing to me. And I'm just going to let you know because I believe in being fair with everybody. The question was asked along the lines between October of 2023 and the point in time of the May 15th hearing. Was there an attempt by Mr. Harris to correct his license? Here's the part that
I'm gonna guess the answer to that is probably a very strict and obvious no.
was disturbing for me, so that you know.
Okay.
Mr. Harris indicated that at some point he had been involved in some accident. And being involved into the accident that he was basically bedridden or at least housebound, he could not get to the Secretary of State.
Okay, that would make sense at least. Or
that was set up.
it justifies him a little bit.
I'm going to presume, because my knowledge of defense counsel is, I know you don't misrepresent anything.
Right.
You never do.
Right.
That's not true.
Okay.
He purposely stated that he could not get to the Secretary of State, which, for the way we handle things in this court, would have placed him in a whole different category. We would have tried to find a way. Let's figure it out. And the reason I know that is because Mr. Harris, on December 28th of 2023, do you know where you were?
Damn, this guy is just taking them step by step by step and just what a good guy. He's just taking them step by step and explaining why all of this is nonsense and why you should feel bad.
December 23.
23rd.
2023.
I know I was laid up from my accident.
You were at the Secretary of State's office. And you were at the Secretary of State's office because you redid and got your new Michigan ID. I have the date.
Ooh.
That is the date you did it.
Man, this guy's thorough. Okay? So, if you're not following, effectively, this is what he is saying. I'm going to try and condense this. So, the guy's excuse for not going to renew his thing, even though he technically can, is because he was bedridden and incapable of doing this. But at the same time, while he's claiming that he was bedridden and couldn't be able of doing this, he went to the exact same place where he should have gone, and he got his new ID. Or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. So, effectively lies. Again, and he knows this. Because it's all written, because there's documentation of when you get your ID and stuff, obviously.
December 28th, 2023. You did. And so that you also know, and in all fairness to counsel, because I don't know if counsel knows this or not, the way I know that he's never had a license is because May 3rd, 1990, he was 19 at the time. May 3rd, 1999, he applied for his first Michigan ID. Counsel knows, so I do. You cannot have both. You either have an ID or you have a license. One of the two.
I had no idea that works like that. I have an ID and a license. Huh. But different country.
He has religiously, every year, gotten a new ID. And so...
Wait, do you need to get a new ID every year in America? That seems a little bit rough. I need to renew my ID like once 5 years or something like that. Jesus.
He knows.
But never got a
He doesn't
license.
have a license. And quite frankly, I just wish he would have said that at the beginning. And all of this hoopla could have been just put all aside. And we all go through the process as we do with all of the people coming here to try to get him his license back.
What an unexpected plot twist. How do we get so many plot twists in a story in just a few days? Like, come on, dude. If you're gonna be on the road, have a license. I get he's not like a massive danger to society out here, because this is like, what is this like? Is this a misdemeanor? It's a class 2 misdemeanor. Well, actually,
I don't know what that means.
Okay, still a misdemeanor. But apparently he has a car and he's been driving for very many years, but never had a license. So
People do that.
I don't know why.
To be fair, again, not endorsing anything, YouTube, but the only way that that you're gonna ever be, you know, gotten for not having a license if they pull you over because you're breaking the law. And then they find out, oh, you're driving without a license. But other than that, it's kind of free game.
Why? I have done my driver's license in both Norway and in the US. It is a cakewalk getting a driver's license in the US in comparison to Norway. In Norway,
I would assume so. Everything that can kill people is a cakewalk in the US.
it took me like 6 months to get my driver's license there and $3,000. Here in the
By the way, fun fact. Think about driving now. Imagine if cars didn't exist and they were just made. Now, no one would ever, in the modern day, even contemplate the idea that people could drive these literal multi-ton boxes of pure destruction and death on their own. No, owning a private car would not exist, okay? It would just not exist in general. It would be crazy. But since that's not something that was made in the modern days, we thankfully can drive cars and shit.
In the US, it was like $30 in maybe 2 weeks. I'm not even sure. Just had to do the written exam, then prove to a driving instructor that I could actually drive the car. And boom, you got it. The US is very pro car. It's very easy to get your license here. So he doesn't really have too much of an excuse, especially if he's renewing his ID every single year. Getting your license is basically equally as easy as renewing your ID. So yeah, he doesn't have too much of an excuse. And then the fact that he just lies to the judge and lies to the media and paints this like fake story saying like,
and the media just gobbles it up like gobbledygook. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
I was wronged here. Dude, you wronged.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. That was a Tozy 10 out of 10. Bye.